Hello, I'm Ben Aiken, a diabetic Aquarius from Portsmouth and the author of the Marmalade Diaries, which is not a book about marmalade. It's in the title because I consumed it each morning during one of the strangest years of my life. It was one of the strangest years of my life because for the most part I spent it with a recently widowed 85-year-old. I moved in with Winnie because she had a spare room and needed a hand around the house, or several. I needed a room and could lend said hand. What neither of us needed was a strict and protracted national lockdown to commence 10 days after my moving in. If I'd known what was around the corner, I would have stayed put. For the next year or so, Winnie and I more or less resembled a newlywed couple, minus the consent and passion. Think of an intergenerational version of Big Brother, but with only two housemates. One a grieving and inflexible former aristocrat in her 80s, the other a working class snowflake millennial. What could possibly go wrong? What could possibly go right? Quite a lot, as it turned out. We did most of our chatting at breakfast, in this kitchen, at this table. It was over Marmalade that Winnie told me about her life. It was over Marmalade that she shared with me some life lessons. Heat the red wine in the oven, with the plates for example. Try not to miss any episodes of Gardener's World. And never throw anything away, even a 6-month-old leek discovered at the back of the cupboard. As far as Winnie's concerned, things are never past their best. They just become best at something else. But it wasn't just red wine and leeks and Monty Don. I learned a thing or two about grief, about fear, about family, about home, about nature, about care and about love. This book is a record of our unlikely cohabitation. It's also the hardest book I've written. I'm used to writing about many people, many places. This is one person, one place. But when things don't change, you look harder, you look deeper. In the specific lies the universal, in one person, all people. That's how I feel anyway. The cohabitation lasted until July 4th, 2021, when Winnie fell in the garden and broke her hip and pelvis. I came back about 10 p.m, having been at the pub watching the football, believing she was in bed. It was only because I opened my bedroom window to have a crafty cigarette that I could hear her crying for help. It's unlikely she'll live in this house again. Her home of 60 years, no more. That's a sad note to finish on, but this isn't a sad book. Like Marmalade, it's bittersweet, and I look forward to sharing it.